guys, it's literally 6:06 in the morning on Friday. Pretty much out here, about to start priming this fender. Damn, I think I just freaking got bit on my goddamn neck. What the hell? These fucking bugs, bro. Yeah, reason why I'm out here so early is because I never really have the time to do what I need to do. And for some odd weird reason, every time it's like my day off or my 2 days off, it wants to rain. It's supposed to rain again later on today. So that's why I'm up early. And I've been taking too much of my time helping A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, the whole alphabet of people with their car issues. So with me constantly always helping everybody in the world, I'm never really having the time to do what I need to do. Mind you, I work middays, trying to get some time to do things that I need to do, and then I'm like putting my stuff off to go out my way to help this person and that person. I'm spreading myself a little thin, and I'm trying to get what I need to get done. But I sanded the fender down with 800, and I have some duplicolor primer. I have a good amount of it left, so I'm pretty sure this is more than enough for one fender. Just get the primer in this. I'm gonna go to Home Depot, get like the turbo can of the flat black, and I have 2K clears that should be here today. And see how this fender turns out. Whatever I have to sand down to smooth out should be ready for the black in like maybe like another hour or so. Alright, so that's the first coat. Pretty much started around the edges. You know, the first coat always light, don't want to go heavy, start getting runs. Let it sit for like maybe another like 5-10 minutes. Go on to the next one. You go a little bit more heavier on the second coat. Then on the third coat, you go a lot more heavier to get full coverage. Alright, now the fender is fully primed and it looks pretty damn good. And then I also might do the front lip, because the front lip definitely needs to be cleaned up, that's for sure. This shit needs to be cleaned up like tomorrow. But I'm gonna let this dry, come back down, finish up everything here. I think I might be picking up the taillights and headlights for Layla today. Then we finally can get started on getting Layla together. It's been a long time for this one, and this is my baby. Yeah, I know this is my like my prized possession. I love this car. I feel like I'm not taking care of it like I should, but you know, life be lifing, financials be financialing. I don't even think that sounded right. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna head out to the stores. 2K clear should be here later on today, and then go from there. Alright, so I decided to take off the wing also as well. Well, I sent it this way 800. Got the 2K clear right here. I know it's gonna look pretty decent. With the water going through it, it actually look pretty damn good. I'm pretty sure this should bring some life back to it. The upper side was badly faded, but the underside still looks pretty damn good. So let's see what happens. Bro, believe it or not, I've been out here damn near just about all freaking day. But got the spoiler clear coated. I think they sent me like a really bad can because it was spraying like very, very thin. It wasn't spraying wide like it's supposed to. I had to end up doing this fender completely over because that clear coat gave a bad reaction. So I literally had to put it all the way back down to bare metal. Got the driver's side on. This looked good as hell. Just I sweat. I ended up sweating on it right there. So I go wet sand that out. I didn't get to the bonnet today. And then also once again, the mic put itself on shotgun mode once again, so I got it back on Omni, so audio should be good now. Waiting for this to finish drying, throw it on the car, and then that'll be it for today. I've been out here since 6 a.m. Right now it is 8:01 p.m. I've been out here off and on. It is what it is, you know, when you got your own project and you trying to make things happen, make it happen either way. All right, so both fenders are on, and I like it with the black fenders. All I gotta do is get the front bumper color matched, figure out what I'm gonna do with the hood, either try to sand it and clear coat it, or just spray the whole hood black also as well. So black fender, black hood, black fender, color match front bumper. I still didn't get to the lip yet. Pretty sure you guys see the vision right now. Oh shit, almost forgot to put this back on. Hop down yonder and pop this right back in. Well, not back in because it's first time going on. Yeah, so what you guys think? You guys like it? If you guys see the vision, I'm pretty sure y'all like it. It looked pretty tough. It looks pretty freaking tough. Alright, yeah, so I pretty much ended up skipping almost everything of all the clips that I did have, or most of them, because I didn't realize the freaking microphone done changed its setting. I think I'm gonna just end up saying F it, scuff up the bonnet next time and just do the whole bonnet black, and then eventually get the front bumper color match to the body of the car, and that's that. Front lip also do black, and the style that I'm looking for will be complete, will be all set. I'm debating on getting some PCI side skirts also. As you guys can clearly see, it's cloudy now, and it's, what time is it now? It's literally next morning. And yes, I have the dent with the shirt on again. It's 7:24 a.m. As it said, it's supposed to start pouring like around 8:30. I did whatever else I needed to do. The spoiler actually came out pretty decent. Came out pretty decent. Amazon sent me like a really bad can of 2K clear. It was spraying very, very thin. This car came a long way and a lot of people did not believe in me at all. Why would you put a B series in it? Go K. Man, I'm tired of K series. Everything is K swap. Everything is K swap, bro. I love the B series. I miss the B series. I hate the fact that every time I go to a car meet or a car show, every single car is K swap. You don't see no B series anymore. That's why I'm not really looking to make big power on this, because I want it to be reliable and to last. Everything is K swap. So everybody want the big power, quick power. So I'm gonna head back to the apartment because it's supposed to pour and I'm just gonna be inside all day. So I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Alright, yeah, so it's the next week. It's Thursday morning. About to jack Layla up so I can do this thaw bearing, because I forgot that's one thing I also have to do. Even though that thaw bearing that I put in when I first put the car back together last August or October, whatever freaking month it was, the last couple of times I did try to drive it, the thaw bearing was making a lot of noise. Maybe I didn't grease it right or something, I don't know. At least before I get to work, get some of the bolts broken free. Let me get started jacking this car up and make some progress for work. Alright, y'all, so got Layla jacked up, and Kev stopped by here the other day with his K-Swap Del Sol. He let me drive it. I was able to bang second gear like it was nothing in a high RPM range. So I'm like, okay. And based off of Sonic's video with the red EG Coupe with them missing second gear, I'm like, okay, so it could be shifter cables or the shifter box. Okay, maybe that's the reason why I'm having issues with my Integra banging second gear in high RPMs. Because when I first started driving Layla like 3-4 years ago, I was able to bang second gear like it was nothing. Now I can barely hit second gear at all in high RPMs. It might be time to upgrade that. That's the next thing I'm gonna try to do and get done while putting Layla back together. Alright, yeah, so it's later on in the day. The job let us leave early. Due to the temperature, it was extremely hot. But got the gearbox down, got the old thaw bearing right here. When you shake it, it definitely make noise. Here's a new one, you shake it, you don't hear nothing. I'm waiting for the high temp grease to get here. It should be here tomorrow, hopefully in the morning. Because once again, it's supposed to rain again on my day off, once a freaking again. So hope it gets here before it starts raining, and then I could like move forward with this and getting the gearbox back on. But another thing I do want to get really bad, a whole new engine harness, one that's like more cleaner, more tucked, not with all these extra wires going in different directions. Straight loom, what goes up here, and what goes here pretty much goes to wherever it needs to go. I might have to just cough up the money, and if I want this setup to look nice as I want it to be, gotta pay to play. And I already did it for the hatch. I might not do the same thing for my pride and joy that I've been building for the last 4.5-5 years. But I guess that'll be it for today. I'm gonna go upstairs and shower. I came straight home, went upstairs, changed to the same clothes I had on this morning, got dirty. You know, I do my own stuff. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I'll be back out here finishing this up. Alright, so everything is pretty much back together. Got the headlights back. Still waiting on the taillights to be done. But man, look at these headlights, bro. These things are clean. Got some oils and stuff on this one, but these things are clean, bro. Things are freaking clean. All right, so for now, and I'm gonna bring the power washer down, spray some degreaser all over the engine bay, and then also give Layla a wash. I haven't washed this car in almost 3 months. I feel so bad. Y'all know this is my pride and joy, and I'm treating it like this. I feel like I'm not taking care of this car at all whatsoever. All right, y'all, so everything is cleaned up. Right now, I'm giving Layla a nice bath. First, I sprayed it with some purple power, diluted, just to like get all the dirt that pretty much been stuck up there. Hit it with the foam cannon really quick. Today was all about Layla today, that's for sure. Man, I cannot wait till I get my taillights back. Can't wait till I get a new axle, some wider tires, that's for sure. I know the 205s, 50s always look good on 15s, but when it comes down to 16s, I'm not too sure. I'm not really that great with tire sizes, but I just wanted to have that more meaty look. Still gotta get the fenders color matched, get the bumper redone, but might swing by Kev garage too, since he's not even like 6 minutes away from here. Let me get finished cleaning her up and put everything away, and swing over to Kev's. Well, at Kev garage right now, you see everything coming up pretty fire. Pretty freaking fire. Got the plate down there, the Euro, whatever bumper he said it's called. Got the Yankees on it. Got the mirror right here. Really good. Really good. What else you gotta do to that?
I gotta fix the hat. I think the cams was fucked up.
Right, she had bought it and it came with a junkyard motor pretty much.
Yeah, Yeah, the motor and the train was changing before.
Damn.
How much that shit got on the dash?
Stop doing it, got like 100K.
Damn.
In the body.
100K and they're already going through to a third motor. That's crazy. And it's not even her fault. That's the crazy thing. It's not her fault at all either. Inside of the Doso, looking pretty clean. I need your shifter box. Pause. That sounded kind of bad, did it? I need your shifter box. Some gay nigga would think that. Damn, I might be gay because I thought that. I might be.
I went with these because everybody be doing the black house.
Give it that OEM look. Doing everything LEDs or?
They already got LED, but I want to get. I want to try and find some yellow bulbs.
Yeah, this K2, y'all. You know, any car that Kev has to have a K in it. Yep, exactly.
I wanted to get the SR headlight, but them shit's 400.
You got it. Oh, what the shit you did with the Integra, you got it.
Maybe when I paint this shit.
See, you were talking about painting it. See, that's more money. Talking about $400 for some headlights. It's crazy too, cause when I drove it and I went to go bang second gear, I thought I was gonna miss. I caught that shit at the red line.
This nigga should never catch that shit. Oh nah, bro.
It's like 10 grand.
Nah,
That shit was, I don't know what it revved over.
I be power shifting. That's why I be missing.
And it's crazy because in my Integra, I could barely fucking bang second gear anymore.
But I don't know. The RPMs are too high. I'm missing.
I catch it.
I think this shit to like 10 or 95.
That shit took it though. So nothing ever goes smooth with this car at all whatsoever. I really think this car was just cursed. So I pretty much got the front end pretty much almost fully aligned, and it looks a lot better also with the bonnet closed. As I went to go tighten down the headlight, you guys can clearly see this huge gap right here. The tab on this side has snapped, completely disintegrated, so I can't even use it at all whatsoever. Tighten this down, and then I'm gonna go tighten this down, and this is what happened. Completely snapped. I did end up buying a plastic water kit also. Hopefully this actually helps the situation, put it back together and it stays together. I'm also going to get some JB Weld also to make sure fully secure back together so it won't snap again. Hopefully it works out. So it's just a test clip of 120 frames per second on S-Log 2. So it's pretty much the following week. You see I cut the beard off. The beard was growing a little weird, so I figured why not trim it down. Got my old t-shirts. I was planning on making merch at the time when I got these done, but the dude that I had do the actual graphic for the shirt, he decided to completely change up the whole idea that I did have, so that's why that never went through. I don't know if any of y'all was wondering on why that never happened or came to actually be a thing, but that's the reason why it never happened. But yeah, so it's pretty much the following week right now. It actually feel really nice out today. We had a pretty brutal heat wave. It was about 96 to 104 degrees out here. But I got the shifter box finally. The problem with this shifter box, right? They sent everything but the bushings needed. Found a set on Amazon that I was able to get so I could fully mount this shifter box to the car properly. And one thing I also noticed as well, you guys can clearly see here, there's no bushing there at all whatsoever. So maybe that's the reason why I was always having issues with second gear. I have no bushing. Same thing on this one too. Don't get me wrong, I'm not too sure if these factory cables have bushings on the inside of them, but we'll see once the new ones get here. And then I also finally have the throttle body, pretty much the same as the Ross 90. I don't really think I really see a difference between the Ross and the Jack Spaniel one. I believe the Jack Spaniel is $200 cheaper, I believe, but we'll see how it works out. once I get everything situated and to be able to drive her and turn it back on. As of right now, I just took the cluster out and I just got done vacuuming the inside of here because she needed to be vacuumed really bad. I took the cover off the cluster. You can see how bad this is. Hopefully it can clean up. I'm gonna do the outside and the inside. But the inside had like no blemishes at all, so thank God for that. I just figured why not do all of this now, get it out the way. I ordered K-Tune OEM spec street shifter cables. Should be here maybe in the next couple of days or so, give or take. So all that's left to do after that will be a battery and some wider tires. Maybe some like 215 45 16s. I kind of wish I still had my ITR wheels, but some sacrifices had to be made. There was some financial issues and gotta do what you gotta do, right? Anything you sell will always come back around when you want it again. If you dedicated on getting the same thing again that you did not want to let go, it'll come back eventually. But I'm about to bring this stuff upstairs, clean it off, and wait for another couple of days for the shifter cables to come in, throw those on, and then also put the bushings on onto the shifter box. Also, I still gotta put on my fuel filter, which I never put on here yet for the dash 8 lines. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, y'all, so I ended up coming back down. So I ended up wet sanding the cluster and polishing it, and look how good this came out, bro. This came out so goddamn good. I didn't think it was gonna come out that great. But since you know it's a pretty decent day out today right now, got the hatch over here, just gave it a wash. So I ended up wet sanding this panel right here, this whole quarter panel. I pretty much wet sanded from here, all the way around here, to all the way here. I got my drill brush attachment, but with the same pad I used on the cluster. Got the Meguiar's Ultimate Polish right here, and my tripod. It may not be tall enough, but I'm gonna try and see if it makes a difference. So you could definitely feel a difference right here. It's nice and smooth. Then right here, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you definitely feel how rough it is. But let me turn the car around so it actually be in the shade, so the sun don't dry the polish while I'm trying to polish it. So let me move the hatch and let it face in the opposite direction. Polish right here, the Meguiar's Ultimate Polish. I'm gonna just do like a small spot first, see if it make a difference. I also did change my audio settings. I have my mic set at 0 dB. I think that's probably why it will pick up like a lot of extra noise, like ambience. So now I put it to 10, so I think this actually sounds a lot better. Look at that, bro. Look at that. That is freaking crazy. This car never had this much of a shine before, ever. But I definitely did switch out to the actual buffer, just so I could actually like finish this quarter panel and then go upstairs, even though it is cooling down, but the boy getting kind of tired. This quarter panel looking really good right now. Looking real good. Oh my God, look at that. Y'all see that, bro? Whoo! Damn. This car did not shine like this before at all. All I did was wet sand with 1500. I was gonna do 2000 also as well. I'm like, nah, 1500 should be good enough. And yeah, it definitely is good enough. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Trying to clean it up.
I know. That's pretty beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta put the bracket on for that so it can like close the gap and fix it more.
Yeah. Very expensive.
Yeah, yep. A lot of time consuming too. Oh my God. Who would have thought this car would have cleaned up like this? Now I can't wait to do the rest of the car. I'm gonna order a smaller bumper so I could do down here because this thing is a little too big for down here. I don't want to be getting down here at these weird angles, but you guys can definitely see the difference of how reflective this is, bro. Bro, just, oh my God, look at that. Look at that, bro. Yeah, once Layla ready, she getting the same treatment. Definitely getting the same treatment, that's for sure. Alright, yeah, so I gotta figure out what's going on with this car, driving wise. I'm driving to work, but look how much the steering wheel shakes. It shakes pretty damn bad. Really, really bad. That's nice. Oh my God, I'm not tuned. I'm not tuned! Of course, it's a BMW that want to try and do a raise. I'm not tuned yet. Man, I cannot wait to get this car tuned, but I can't with the way this suspension feels. It still pulls to the right pretty damn bad. Need a better alignment, clearly, and I gotta really check what's going on with the suspension because the suspension is just not there, bro. It's not there. So let me stop recording, stop vlogging, get to work safely, and see you guys in a bit when I get back to the apartment and check everything under this car. Alright, yeah, so it's the next morning. Got the hatch up, about to try and check to see what I find under here on what's going on. It shakes so much that this whole, like, both mirrors shakes so goddamn bad. It shakes violently, very, very violently. Let me start taking the wheels off, both sides, take out the tie rods, and I'm gonna just try and shake the steering rack and see what happens. So all of this is apart. You can tell my inner tie rod, outer tie rod's good. You know, it's staying in the same position that it should be staying in. But as I go to pull this boot back, can't zoom in and I ain't got a light, but from what I can see, look at this. The whole steering rack moves. Back and forth, up and down, diagonal. Definitely cannot get the cartoon like this at all. At freaking all. No wonder why after the alignment it still feels crazy, bro. Fucking crazy. Alright, so if that's gonna be this weekend's project, it's gonna be fun, I guess. It really won't be fun because I'm not sure if I can get the car up high enough to actually have enough space to get this steering rack out of the car, but see what happens when the time comes for it. But also right now, about to go meet up with Steven at his job. Finally about to get the taillights back. There was an issue. So the taillights came out pretty damn good. But somehow, some way, on this taillight right here, the passenger side taillight, the clear for the signal light, somehow, some way, it got a crack all the way through. So Steven, being the good guy that he is, he found a whole new set online that he ordered. So he's giving me a brand new set, pretty much. And he's just gonna hold on to the old set, try and recoup some money on replacing the set. So I really appreciate that. Not a lot of people would do that, but yeah, so let me head out, pick them up, put them on. Ship the cable should be here later on today. Throw those on, and then steering rack for the hatch. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving, keep pushing, keep thriving. Let's go. Alright, yeah, so it's the next day, the very next day. Got the taillights on. I pretty much wet sanded them from 15 to 2,000 grit sandpaper. Then hit it with some polish and some cleaner wax. But the shifter cables should be here today, hopefully within the next couple of hours. I did end up swapping out the steering rack, which you guys can see right here. It was a bit of a hassle, that's for sure. Especially if you ain't got no lift and you're literally just like on the ground doing this. yeah, it's not that fun. It's not that fun at all. But one thing for sure, turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. So at least that way the inner tie rod on the driver's side comes in. So it's easier to take out, that's for sure. It wasn't that bad. It just, once I figured that out, it got so much easier. Try to bring her up the street to the auto shop up the street that does alignments. First off, I'm gonna take the front bumper off before I go up there. You know, a lot of these places don't like to touch lower cars and whatnot. I'm gonna test them out, see if they can do it, and then go from there. By the time that's done, ship the cable should be here, and then should be able to throw those on Layla. Also the fuel filter, and then just gotta get a battery, a TPS sensor, and the tires and the alignment for Layla also as well. See what happens when I get up the street. Alright, yeah, so it didn't work out as far as get the alignment done. They had the shop open, but they said they were just there just having some drinks. It wasn't there to work or whatever. I don't know why it's so hard to get an alignment out here in New Haven. It's tough. I see everybody else getting alignments. When it's time for me to get in alignment, I don't know. It's like it's tough. I literally have to like pretty much go out of town. Yeah, I probably could have went back to the Solano's, but that last time I went, they told me it was about 45 minutes for me to wait about an hour, and then it was about time for me to get up there. They tried to say there was somebody else that was there before me. I'm like, no, there's no possible way there was someone else there before me, because I was the only car here waiting. And then I tried to get a U-Haul dolly to bring the hatch out to Hartford to Honda Parts Garage, but there's no dollies available. So maybe next weekend I can try and get a dolly, bring the hatch out to Nesmar, get the alignment done, and then the hatch will pretty much be all set, minus injectors and putting a 4-bar map sensor on. That's really what I was left to do for the hatch to finally get tuned. So in the midst of all that, driving up the street and coming right back, my shifter cables came in. These are the OEM spec shifter cables. These should feel so much better than the shifter cables I have in the car right now. Mostly I don't realize shifter cables that I did have in this car are the same shifter cables that have been on my RSX since 2019. So yeah, it's about time I swap these cables out. Alright, yeah, so the shifter cables are finally on. Got the bushings on. Definitely feel a difference, that's for sure. This feels so much better. This feels so much better than before. Nice and sturdy. This feels so good. I know inside the engine bay may not be that pretty, but I like this. It's freaking starting to rain. That'll be it for now. Going by Will Medina's shop. I think he might be putting together a roll cage for his car, for the Mirage. Hopefully get some footage of that. Also grab the axle from him because he's rebuilding my axle. The reason why I got to change out my axle because while I was trying to get the spindle out of the little control arm, I missed the swing and I hit the boot and ripped the boot. I did have the lower ball joint tool to like pop it out, but that snapped when I was getting the spindle for the hatch out the junkyard. Yeah, so I'm gonna go upstairs, get ready for work, swing by Will Medina's shop. Fully built fab with my guys over there, and let's keep this vlog going.
Look at how they had shit hacked up, bro.
Wow.
I'm glad I took this dash off, started fixing everything.
This machine is older than dirt, but like I got it all. Like I know how this machine is.
How you like it?
Like I could set up that machine, the Model 32 that you got, and it'll be completely different. Like this machine got the 5 degree spring back. That one might have 2 degrees. It's
But he like bending with no pneumatic, with no hydraulic.
Yeah.
All hand.
They have all different stuff. Yeah, you can get. I have the pneumatic attachment for this, but I've been doing it so long with this. I just, like I know the spring.
You used to, you like it.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah. Not like I'm doing 100 cages every day. When
I gotta figure out what my shit, cause my shit's on wheels.
If you want a 30-degree bend, say just for example, like a 30-degree bend, you're not gonna bend. It'll be 30 degrees, but your spring back is gonna pull it back. So like this machine, I already know it's like 4 or 5 degrees. So like 30 degrees, you're gonna bend to 35, and it's gonna settle at 30. Those machines, lot more tolerance. Like they're a lot nicer, you know. So you know, it's not as like physical labor as like this.
Yeah,
you know, like the physical.
Just literally all you do is
yeah, you just put. But you also gotta watch it because you catch yourself sleeping, you push that button, it'll keep bending.
Yeah.
You know, it'll keep bending to whatever you stop it at. You know.
About to do the intake pipe again.
Why do it over?
Yeah, because before it was going in with the other intake manifold. This is the old one.
What's that throttle body? Like 120 or something?
102.
102? Damn, I never seen that throttle body that fucking big before.
Throttle body E.
Hell yeah, believe it.
Say your overall is 15 inches. It's obviously going to be more, but just for example, say it's 15 inches from start to finish. You're going to cut. Your cut length is going to be 15 3/4. You'll start. This will be the end of your first bend, and this is where you're going to start your second bend.
Estamos, ya tú sabes, activation, ¿oíste?
Alright y'all, so if you guys have made it to this portion of the video, pretty much the end of the video at this point. I've done a lot for Layla, which I'm about to show you guys right now. I did end up swapping out that AEM 320 fuel pumps. I swapped it out for a Woolbro 255. It's actually like maybe like half inch taller or like a couple centimeters longer. I also did change out the gasket between the pump housing and the fuel tank, because when I do fill the tank all the way up, it starts to leak in between there, so I figure I'll replace that also as well. Well, got the fuel filter on, definitely checked for leaks, make sure that was straight, make sure everything was good, no leaks at all whatsoever. Finally did end up doing the valve cover over completely. I'm having bad luck with the clear coat lately. It started like leaking during like while spraying, so like, you know, it is what it is at this point. I no longer care anymore. So pretty much just got done doing almost everything possible to Layla today. I washed her, got the shifter box, got the cables on, got the sway bar back on, fully tightened. I still have to tighten that so about to try and turn her on, and I don't know, I'm kind of scared. I have not turned this car on in months, bro, in months. Let's see what happens. Fuel pump definitely is a lot quieter, that's for sure. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. It actually starts up and idles a lot better on startup. See what this fuel gauge is at. I gotta bring the fuel pressure down. That shit's a little bit above 60 PSI. Reading very, very rich. Let me go with just a fuel pressure regulator really quick. Bring it down to at least like 55 or like 50. Fuel pressure is set, sounds good. Happy as all hell. Sadly, I couldn't make it to no shop to get alignment done for the hatch. There's no dollies available to actually bring it to Hartford, to Nesmar. I done hit up at least like 6 different people that people recommend me to hit up for the alignment. They're not responding. So hey, it is what it is at this point. So one last thing before I go, I also have an idea for my last video, right? I don't know if I'm gonna do it in the same video as them getting tuned, or it may just be like a video after, but I want to do a run between the two of these. I'll drive Layla and I'll pick a driver to drive the hatch. I don't know, we'll see what happens though, but please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.